Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Something new today, instead of the old heaps I'm normally working on. Focus RS, red edition. As I said in the first video, this channel's about me and my friends dicking around with some cars. And for once, I've got one of them in the video just about today.
Just about.
That's my mate Dave, who I've known for a long time and who I work with in the factory. This is his pride and joy. So today we're going to get on with refurbing the Brembo brakes. Not swapping pads and discs, we're just doing a refurb, cleaning them up and making sure they're working alright. And then we'll show you how to deglaze them the fun way. So, straight into it. Yep, got it. That's one.
Good job on slim.
You are slim, Dave. What do we keep calling you? Kidnap proof?
Yeah. Right off, isn't it?
Tell you what, I'm very impressed with how big these brakes are for such a small car.
350 mil.
350 mil. Brembos. Lovely jubbly. So as I said, today we're going to do a little bit of a service on these Brembos. We're not changing the pads. What it is, as you can see,
Yeah, so a little bit of brake dust and corrosion builds up on these slider pins, and causing a little bit of vibration and squeal at certainly low speed stops. So we're going to take out all hardware, give it all a clean, and fit new bolts when required.
So this is a common problem that you get a lot of on a lot of 4-pot and 6-piston calipers, because they're not a sliding caliper design. You find they're not generally what is friendly for a high mileage on road cars, should we say. You tend to have a bit more maintenance on them.
Yeah, they need to be looked after.
They need to be looked after, and to be fair, it's something that a lot of people don't do. So today we're going to show you what to do just to maintain them between your pad changes and stuff like that. Stop you having squealing brakes, because as we said, in a car like this, you don't want to be squealing your brakes, you want to be popping your exhaust. So we'll get straight into it. The
Just
all-purpose cleaner?
Base all-purpose cleaner, not too heavy, because these are anodized aluminium. So if you've got like the painted ones or the anodized ones, if you use a really harsh brake cleaner,
yeah,
it can, certainly the red ones I've seen go a little bit pink, or the lacquer start to peel.
you don't want pink calipers. Yeah. We'll give it a good dose. Put a bucket under. We'll give it a good dose with this. Give it a good wipe in, let it get in, get all the excess off. As you say, nothing too aggressive on your caliper. Oh, it smells lovely.
Citrus.
It smells really nice, that, doesn't it? Oh, bit of agitation. Just like having a wife, Dave.
Well, this will give you a happy result at the end. Compressors on.
I've left my compressor on, haven't I?
Yeah.
That's probably been on about a week now.
How many of the paint come in these anodized ones, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Because of anodized, you always go like a flat finish, don't they? Even when you clean them. Ew, cobwebs. Ooh.
Well, it doesn't look up there miles better than they were.
A lot better. Oh, horrible grimy stuff there. So as I said, this industry clean now is just going to get all the excess dust, grime, dirt, road grease, everything off the calipers. Because they're anodised, you don't want to put too anything acidic or, you know, nasty on it, because you'll ruin the finish on the calipers. And as we said, it's a nice car, it's not our usual stuff. You want to look after it when you're doing the work on it and give it a bit of, should we say, titivation?
Yeah, titivation.
So are we happy with them, Dave?
They're good enough for now, yeah.
Yeah.
We can get the pads out now.
Excellent, so on to pads. Okay. So with these, Dave, not our normal sliding caliper, so what have we got on this?
No, so you've got 2 pad pins here, which you need to knock through, and obviously take a bit of care so you don't damage the finish. And then you've got this bridging bracket that goes over the top to give strength to the caliper. So you take out the 13mm at the back.
Yep.
Push down a little bit on the pad clip and slide the bolt out.
Excellent. Lovely jubbly. So what have we got now?
So this is like the stiffening bolt that goes through the middle, and you can see there's a fairly heavy build up of crud and crap under there. And these are the slider bolts, which as you can see won't do a great job of sliding when they're caked full of brake dust and road dirt like that. So I'm going to clean these up nice.
So just like on the video I did the other week, which I'll pop a link in the description there to normal sliding calipers, you want the pads to be able to slide freely over your sliding pins. Now on this you've got opposing pistons, so they're pushing across the pins, but if you get crud on them, it's still not going to work as it should do, so that's why we're going to clean them up nicely.
And that's the anti-rattle shim as well, and you can see that is quite dirty.
Brakes are one thing we don't want to have a good rattling. So that's the caliper off, and as you see that came off lovely because there's no lip on this disc, because Dave, how many miles has this done?
Less than it should have.
What, about 4,000, 4.5?
4,500.
4,500, so it is, yeah. It's used when it's dry normally, albeit it's out in the rain today, but yeah, so same as always, flex your line, make sure you don't let it drop, don't let it swing, don't twist it, kink it or anything. Put the caliper somewhere safe, and yeah, so what are we on to now?
Take the pads out.
Pads out.
Let's see if these just lift out.
So being a 4-pot, this should just slide out, shouldn't they? But as with anything, they can seize in a little bit, can't they?
Yeah.
Oh!
There's one.
Well caught. Oh look, hang on, what make a day, Dave?
Brembo.
Brembo from the factory with the Brembo caliper.
And foam okay.
Lovely. Oh, little Ford stamp. It's what we love in it, Dave. Yeah. That's one out. Can you do it, Dave? Off. There we go.
Yep.
Lovely. Pads look alright as well, don't they?
Yeah, not too bad.
So as we said before, 4-piston caliper. You got 2 pistons one side, 2 pistons on the other, opposing calipers. Just like a race car, Dave. The same as on the outside. We're going to give all the inside a quick wipe over and light scrub with this industry clean again. It's a light, all-purpose cleaner. Smells lovely. Honestly, it's making me hungry. Just going to get in all the nooks and crevices, make sure I get all the grease and the grime out. Get in there nice and deep, boy. So you saw there Dave was repeatedly spraying and brushing on the inside, as obviously you get a lot of brake pad build up where it gets deposits on the inside of the casting. Now because they aren't painted calipers, it really digs into the material, but you've still got to be careful not to damage the caliper obviously. So this is where we're at now. It's much cleaner, much better. Lovely, that's what we like. As I keep saying, we don't like dirty brakes. And we don't like rusty brakes either, do we, Dave?
No.
No. So, Dave, what's next on the process?
So we'll take the disc off and just clean up the face of the disc. So.
And what are we going to use to clean the face of the disc up, Dave?
We have this big fella.
Now, you'll remember in another video of mine, I used a little one for getting between the studs. As always, Dave's got a bigger one.
Always.
So this is ideal for cleaning back of wheels as well, Dave?
Yeah, but we'll
get on to that later. But it's also very good for cleaning your face of your disc, so we'll get straight into that now. Video. These bloody things weigh an absolute ton because they're a normal cast disc. How big are they, Dave? 350 mil?
350 mil, yeah.
So, brake disc, special tool. Nope, doesn't do anything, Dave. Oh, drill.
Then you never go in dry.
No, we don't want to go dry. Bit of lube again. That's what we like. That failed miserably, Dave.
Terribly.
There we go. Oh, she's lovely.
Look how easy that is.
Go again.
One more, why not?
One more for good luck.
And while it's off a bit of good measure.
Give them a little degrease down.
Get the winter grease off them.
Yeah, do you want me to get?
Yeah, go on.
So you're stretching. Now, how much are they roughly, Dave? These little face tools, do you know?
I don't think the cheapest thing in the world. I think they're 30, 40 quid, something like
But
that.
they last quite a while, don't they?
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Of that one, what does that have hubs and discs and likes.
So definitely a worthwhile investment, isn't it, for the amount of time people do like
Yeah.
a brake disc or stuff like that on a car.
If you're particularly fussy about your own car, which
Yeah.
I am, not a big fan of any vibrations or shudders or anything like that.
So we've now got a lovely smooth face on our disc. No grease, no grime. So what are we at now, Dave?
So we'll do the same thing on the hub.
Yeah.
So the disc sits true.
Yeah. So with the hub, what are we going to use on the hub?
Your little one, because mine's just too big.
Oh. Coming round, coming round. Oh, let's get it.
Fits over the studs, that one.
Do you know, I never knew that, and I'm not joking.
That's specifically what it's for.
On the other video.
Yeah.
These are going to laugh at this now. I went between them and then got a little brush in between every little thing. I didn't know you were meant to do that.
That's specifically what they're for.
Who's a bellend? Lovely.
The only time I ever use a little brush is if this feels a little bit iffy.
Oh, the spigot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be fair, it's pretty good actually. It's nice. I don't want to drink it. But yeah.
Your vodka and coke, it's like a little chaser.
Chaser of industry clean.
Oh, we're on brake clean now.
Oh, cheers.
On the good stuff. Yeah. Nice calipers out the way now, isn't it? So.
But isn't it surprising? It just goes to show how little miles, and it's not an old car, is it?
No, 2018.
How
rusty everything gets
how rusty and dirty everything can get, and how important it is to do. How important it is to go through and give your brakes some maintenance.
Well, these are the kind of jobs where if you take it even to the dealer or specialist, no one's going to pay the labour rates required to have it done.
No.
You know, if someone's charging, I don't know, 200 quid an hour at main dealer, maybe more.
Yeah.
You know, we can faff around for an hour or two on one side here, getting it really, really nice.
Yeah, and it's gonna improve the brakes, isn't it?
It's going to improve the brakes. I mean, a lot of these things are only marginal. You only get,
it's going to improve the drive. Yeah. And in effect, it could make the brakes last longer, couldn't it? Because the wear and everything properly.
Even and like, yeah.
So we've got the disc cleaned up, we've got the caliper cleaned up, we've got the hub face cleaned up. What's next?
We can clean the hardware.
Hardware clean. Lovely. Buy a bucket. Any bucket. So we're going to clean the hardware. So same again, isn't it, Dave? Are we using industry or brake clean first?
Narrow away from the anodized caliper. We'll just go straight for brake clean.
Straight for brake clean, the good stuff. Okay.
So just give everything a good old soak.
Now, should we use that little brush, Dave? Seeing as it's the accessories. So, brass brush. Give everything a nice. There's loads in the workshop on the right. The reason we use brass over a steel brush is obviously brass being nice and soft, or softer, shall we say, than the material you're cleaning. It won't damage it. It'll just attack whatever you're brushing off the bracket, shall we say. Oh, that came up lovely. Look at that, Dave. Give it another blast with a clean. Ugh. Oh, I put my hands in it. Cheers, Dave. And another thing. Where are you? Always wear gloves. I'll be doing Home Alone in a minute where I'm screaming in pain because it's that stinky.
It's your own fault?
It's my own fault, I know. That's lovely, isn't it? Compared to what it was.
Yeah,
I say.
A few smaller bits in there, but the hardware will slide, so we need to make sure that's immaculate. This didn't quite.
That'll do alright, yeah. I say what? 5-10 minutes elbow grease?
Yeah, not a lot. A couple of quid in brake cleaner.
Yeah.
A couple of quid in Scotch.
I say, we're using the weight stuff, and it's because we're tarts, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, we have an account with Worth, which helps.
But, brake clean, cheaper stuff, Amazon, whatever, anyway, I'll put a link to a cheap bottle of it somewhere.
It's one of those things, if you're going to do a load of it,
yeah.
If you go to somewhere like Worth, you can get a box of that. £2 a tin, £3 a tin.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. If you're going to be doing a lot of stuff, as Dave said, buy it in bulk.
If you go to Halfords and I had to buy an emergency tin the other day because actually ran out. $7.99 or something for one tin.
Yeah.
Nearly made me cry.
So, Dave.
Yep.
As you said in the previous bit, you're a tart.
Yeah.
So what are we going to go all tarty about now?
Right, so any sort of mechanical fixing that has either a chemical or mechanical lock, this one being a chemical lock, you can see it's got some patch lock on it.
A little. Normally, for most of them, like blue or green, aren't they?
Blue, green, red. I've seen white and black. once it's been in, back out again, you can't guarantee that bolt's going to do what it should do. You could probably put it back in, it'd be perfectly fine. For me though, I just like to do what the manufacturer says you should do, and that's fit in the kit. So if we open that up.
So this is a genuine kit from the Ford dealership.
Yeah, genuine Ford dealership.
You can walk in and buy it, can't you, off the shelf?
Yeah, no problem. Or you could probably just buy it off Brembo and it once browse would be cheaper. And you can see the difference in the bolts. So you can see with the chemical lock, it's done its job as it's gone in and it's came back out, and most of the chemical lock's off it now. So that bolt will no longer hold as it was intended. It might actually do the job, but who knows. But there is a new one with the chemical lock applied. I'm not entirely sure it's necessary, but Brembo also sell it with new bridge and bracket bolts.
Lovely.
So there's no need to clean up our old one.
What's better is, Dave?
It's shiny.
We like it shiny.
Yeah.
So where's the old bolt?
Lost the bolt now.
So we're not going to use that because we've got nice new ones. So what we're going to do is that is go.
It's now a wee bolt.
It's a wee. So, part of the overhaul, we're going to give the pads a little bit of a, what we call deglaze, shall we say, and clean the edges up and stuff like that, because you get a bit of contamination and everything. So, let's have a look at the pads, Dave.
Yeah, so they've got a little bit of shine to them. As I said, the car doesn't get driven certainly over the winter, and when it does get moved up and down the garden, it's a very light application.
Yeah. So it's more important the less you're using it type of thing, isn't it, as well, I'd say?
Certainly if you're using it lightly, yeah. Which it has been past year, to be honest.
So what have we got here? Just some standard,
So
cheap.
a little bit of 120 grit emery cloth.
Yep.
Or sandpaper.
Pretty flat surface.
Yeah, flat surface. And just give it a very slight deglaze. And that just kind of takes away a lot of the shine to it.
Yep, you can see it's going a bit more matte finish, can't you?
Yeah, a little bit of a
dull satin finish sort of thing.
Any little edges or anything will just knock off.
Yeah.
And just give the brake pads themselves a little bit of clean, and it's time for reassembly.
So as you see, Dave's just cleaned up the pads, so we're going to get on to putting the assemblies all back together now. So as you can see, we're going to use some Ceratec. Now you'll have seen me used it before, albeit a different make, and the reason I said in the last video was it's non-metallic, and the reason for that, Dave, is
they say it can affect things like wheel speed sensors and likes, whether it does or not. I mean, everyone's used copper grease for years and years.
Yeah, we all have, yeah. But if you're going to buy a tub of grease, just buy the one they're recommending now, which is a non-metallic Ceratec based grease. Again, Amazon, Motor Factors, eBay, you can buy it anywhere, and the stuff Dave uses is, it's purple. So, as with any grease on brake faces and hubs and pads and anything, it's the thinnest of smears. You don't want to affect
less
run out and stuff.
More.
Yeah, less is definitely more, isn't it? So
I mean, trying to say that's probably too much. So a little bit around this is just so the disc can come off easier in the future.
Yeah.
So mainly focusing around the hub and the spigot around the middle.
So as you say, when discs get left on a very, very long time, you end up with that situation where you got to knock them off, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you don't want to be doing that on such a, run-of-the-mill car. You know.
So yeah, really get it in there and just work it around. The thinnest of smear is more than good enough.
I would say you've done that before, Dave.
Ask me, missus.
So as you can see, he is not joking when he says the thinnest of smears.
It's one problem you get with grease application. If you put too much on there, it actually acts like a magnet, and dirt and dust gets stuck to it. So at least you can get away with, the better. Some manufacturers during service don't recommend even greasing brakes.
From the previous video, again, another link in the description, or in the video actually, I'll put it up there, on the Puma. When we came to it and we took the discs off, you'll remember it was covered in grease and grime. He had like little bits of metal, and that's the point of too much.
Yeah.
You know, it is literally just to stop everything seizing, different metals, different components. You just want to stop it seizing, as you say, anti-seize.
New caliper bolts as well.
Oh, more new shiny goodness. So as you see there, they've just cleaned the back of the pads up lovely. Just grease, grime, dirt, all the residue of being used, just back off it. Nothing more, nothing less. So now the discs on, pads are clean. What are we on to now, Dave? Oh,
So we're going to fit the caliper back on now.
Yeah.
But again, we've got some old bolts and new bolts again. So with the patch lock, you can see it's wearing off and
yes.
coming away from there. Again, yeah, it's up to you. You can. Some people get away with refitting hardware. For me, I'm going to change it.
I mean, what are they, Dave? They're a few pound, aren't they? They're not expensive.
Yeah, the only annoying thing about Ford is you have to buy them a pack of 5. So I've got enough to do the car a couple of times over for the next few years.
So you have to buy them in a pack of 5 when both calipers means 4 bolts.
Yeah.
Okay. That's silly. But yeah, they're not expensive, are they?
No, couple
you know.
quid.
And at the end of the day, as we said, it's not £1,000 car, is it? It's a high performance. It's a super hatch, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you want to look after it a little bit and put some nice new bolts on. So I'll throw a link in the description for the part numbers for anyone who does have an RS and wants to do a brake refresh, shall we say? Refresh, clean up. So yeah. So where are we up to now? We're caliper back on.
Yep.
New bolts in.
Yep.
Excellent. We'll get on to it. So, calipers on loosely. You're just going to nip them up with your ratchet. Raquel. We'll talk them up once we're obviously finished. We do love a good talky talk, don't we, Dave?
Yep.
Just keep ratchet, ratchet, ratchet. And what size are the caliper bolts on the RS, Dave?
18s.
18 mil. Good old 18. Nearly as good as a 19, isn't it? So, as a general thing, 4 pots and 6 pots and the like, you can normally put the pads in, can't you, from the outside with the caliper on?
Yeah.
So that's one of the handy features of them, that you can just knock them pins out we took before, take the little bracket thing off, slide your pads out, pad slap, and we're done. And as you see, Dave is, oh, it went in like a glove.
The thing is, I haven't greased the ears yet, so.
Oh, but it goes in nice, you can see what we do. So we're not going to paste the back of the pads because they're already built in anti-squeal, rattle, shim, whatever you want to call them, because they're proper good pads. So all Dave's doing there is just a little bit of a Ceratec on the edge of the pads, the actual back and face, and that's just to
just where it touches the aluminium in here.
Just to stop it banging against the caliper, I'd say.
Yeah. Again, just the faintest smear.
Yeah. And as always, do not get anything on the face of the pad.
And these pads as well have got a squeal shim on them.
Yeah.
So designed that when the wear material reaches to a certain point,
it sounds like your missus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The metal will touch a disc and it'll make a horrendous noise.
Yeah. And if that happens, your disc's then generally gone as well.
Yeah. So on these, they go on the inside edge. They go in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the RS.
Excellent. 1 pad greased.
So again, you can barely see the amount of grease I'm putting on there.
Yeah, it's next to nothing, isn't it? It is literally just to stop it sticking season, all the likes on the caliper. Look at that, straight in.
Some might be a bit harder because the other one's in now.
Do we need a little soft persuasion tool, Dave?
No.
No. Oh, look at that. Anyone would think it was meant to do that, Dave. So as you see, we've got all our nice cleaned up loveliness now.
So, do you want your light as well?
Oh, leg it. Where is it?
Oh yeah.
So you had it all the time?
Yeah.
There you go, I'll hold it. Let's get on it. So, bridging back here. That's it. Oh, lovely.
And then I'll do 13mm bolts.
Yep.
So I'll torque all these up in a minute. I'll just walk them in for now. So again, the pad pins, just, well, maybe a bit more than that, just the faintest bit of grease.
Again, it's just to stop them seasoning the caliper and the pads, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
To make the removal easier next time.
I said too much grease ends up being like a dirt magnet.
Yeah.
So these can sometimes take a bit of lining up. But I think that will be okay.
Lovely burn.
There we go, too much. Oh, don't miss that.
Don't miss the bit.
Don't film that one.
Yep, definitely.
All the way in?
Yeah, yeah. It's only the point's got to stick out, isn't it?
Oh.
There you go, yeah, the noise change.
Yeah.
That's that hole. Oh, lovely. So we've got all our hardware back in, pads are in, everything's lovely and clean, caliper's much cleaner, disc is cleaner, slightest smear of Ceratec. We're getting there, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah. So, pop your sensor cap out, put it somewhere safe, and put the wheel down on something that's not going to scratch.
And then we're going to use our magic wheel tool again, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, this is probably more what it was actually designed for.
Yeah.
So it'll clean the main face to the disc and inside the hub just there.
Yep.
Which allows it to sit through it.
Yep.
Stop any run out and vibrations, and it'll also clear out a little bit of corrosion what's showing up there and make the wheel easier to get off.
Yeah. Which do have a lot of time. I mean, it probably happens a lot more older, cheaper stuff, doesn't it, Dave? You know, where people are just pad slapping and hammering it and this and that. But if you've got a dirty face wheel and then you've got a dirty face hub, you get vibration through your steering wheel, you get your wheels balanced, still doesn't go. People put bearings on, still doesn't go. First things first, clean faces. It throws that straight out the equation. Clean face on your wheel, clean face on your hub, bolt up nicely, then go from there. Yeah, again, use that nice little tool we used, put it in the drill.
Don't film this.
And yeah. So we've got everything back on, haven't we, Dave?
Yep.
Pads are in, brackets are in, everything's greased up, so we're going to torque the bolts up.
Yep.
What did you do to find the torque specs? Just Google?
Google. Yeah, that finds most things.
Yeah. So what are we going for first? The big juicy caliper bolts?
Yes, the big ones.
And what are they?
85 foot-pounds, or works out about 115 newton meters.
Yeah.
They're 90 degrees.
Oh, lovely. That's the 85, isn't it?
Yep.
Torqued up. And then we want to do a 90 degrees.
Yep. So with these, you could, if you can get the torque wrench in, you could just do it to a 90.
Yeah.
You can use the gauge on top, or each bolt flat is 60 degrees.
Yeah.
So you can mark it up off a bolt flat with a paint pen.
Yeah. And then get it as close to 90 degrees as you can, sort of thing. There you go.
Or if you've got a fancy tack angle wrench, you can do it that way. But the batteries are flat on that one.
So let's just show them that, Dave, just so on the back of this one you got the little angle gauge, so we're going to use that today for getting the 90 degrees.
Ooh, she's tight. There you go. She's tight.
She's tight. Tight like tiger. So we've also got the, not the slider bolts, but the little, well,
The pad retainer bolt.
the pad retainer bolt, yeah. So that's obviously our less torque, isn't it?
Yeah, that's 20 foot-pounds.
20 foot-pounds, so we're going to drop down to a smaller torque wrench, I'm assuming.
Yep. I'm just trying to find my socket. Oh, and they feather forwards. There you go.
Lovely jubbly. So now all the caliper bolts and everything's back on, it's time to put the wheels back on. Torque them up correctly. What are we at, Dave? 135 newton meters for the caliper, for the wheel bolts.
Yep.
Oh, there you go, Dave. I'll let you lift that nice heavy wheel. About time you did it.
I'll agree with that.
Forward. Lovely. Same as always, just use the gun to get them on nice and quick but loosely, just to support the wheel.
And I like to put the lock and wheel nut key opposing the tyre valve just because I'm weird.
So no particular reason other than you just admitted that you're weird.
Yeah.
It's a good enough reason as any, Dave. I'm guessing we've lost the lock and wheel nut key, haven't we, again?
Don't think so.
Lovely.
Then me being weird again. I like to have the tyre valve. Put it there. Looks like weird.
I have to put up with this.
Figure out where we'll put the torque wrench.
Bear hug the wheel, Dave. Go for it. Lovely. Oh, nice. No more sunny skies, is there? So that's all done now, isn't it? This side, Dave?
Yep, all done.
So, other side. Famous last words. Repeat the process.
Eat, sleep, rinse, repeat.
Eat, sleep, rinse, repeat. So that's all the front calipers sorted. We're just gonna get the car off the lift. Well, we're not gonna take the car off the lift. What we're gonna do? What are we gonna do, Dave?
I just press the brake pedal a couple of times, settle the pads.
Settle the pads.
Might be quite soft at first, now more travel than you expect.
2 or 3 pumps and it was, yeah, spot on. So they're all...
Saturday night.
Sounds like a Saturday night. So they should all be settled now, so... Yeah, that's it.
Take it for a little drive now.
Yeah, do you want to hop in and...
Yeah.
Just took the RS out for the drive. How's it braking, Dave?
Very good.
Very good, very good. So obviously we haven't fitted new pads and stuff like that, but you still want to do a bit of a, what do you call it, Dave? A bedding in?
Bit of a bedding.
Bit of a bedding in procedure. You know, just make sure they're all settled and everything's okay. So the main thing is get yourself on a nice bit of open, safe road. You know, get up to a decent speed, whatever the speed limit of the road allows you to, and give it a good, firm, hard brake. But don't let the car come to a complete stop. You don't want to put any hot spots into the disc or transfer any pad material in one spot. You just want to do that a few times, get some heat into them, let them cycle, and then just let them cool down naturally with a steady drive home. That's about right, isn't it, Dave? Yeah. So I hope you liked the video today and you finally got to meet the other Dave. We'll be throwing some more content out on the RS. Make a nice little few videos on this coming year. Now we're getting into car and show season, isn't it, soon, Dave? So like and subscribe. I'll throw a link into this in the video for more of our content. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you again soon.